back.
Once I started doing the recordings and other people were visiting and having experiences, that solidified it for me.
Right.
So then I knew that that's what that was. But when you're here by yourself, and many people have asked me if I've ever had paranormal experiences, and at first I thought no, but actually I've had weird stuff happen my whole life. So I think that, I've probably had them my whole life. And so being so used to, how to explain this, the kind of life that I had, the paranormal is just not scary.
Right.
People scared me.
Right.
Human beings terrified me. So, wasn't something I would have ever, run from or been afraid of. Just not, people have asked me, how could you not tell when you walked into the house?
Right.
It's kind of hard to explain, but I think people that come from abuse backgrounds will understand this. When you're growing up in abusive situations, these aren't things that are forefront in your mind.
Right.
I was more worried about the neighbors and, what kind of people are living here and things like that.
Right.
Oh boy, did I luck out too. One of our neighbors is screaming, I guess, possibly alcoholic, I'm not really sure, but when this guy yells, you can't see anybody, so I've never seen him, but I could hear him screaming and yelling. And when he yells, he sounds exactly like the serial killer on Silence of the Lambs. So we nicknamed him Buffalo Bill because that was the serial killer's name. But, to put the lotion in the basket guy,
right, yeah.
He has that same accent.
What's the lotion basket?
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. So you have a haunted house, Buffalo Bill next door. What? Like...
Yeah, we don't really know our neighbors. I'm not going to say where we are because, I'm not going to do that to this. It's a small town.
Right.
However, it's unincorporated. So when it was established in 1808 or something, that I'm not sure that's accurate, but it's very old. And what I do know of this town is that there were a lot of brothels and wood mills. And in those days, when you had a brothel, they had brothels right in Spokane. So when you had a brothel that was out in the woods like this,
right,
in an unincorporated town, meaning they were their own law, they didn't, there was no real law here.
Right.
So, trying to put this as carefully as I can, that's the brothel you go to when you want to pay to be able to kill a woman. And
oh my gosh.
those are the kind of things that happened back then. And so I have no doubt in my mind that something like that happened in this area. Anyway, as far as history goes, we don't have a relationship with our neighbors because our neighbors don't want anything to do with us. I had a person that I bought makeup from.
Okay.
And she had come to deliver the makeup and brought her daughter and said that I met her downstairs at the gate and she wanted to be able to drive her car past the gate so that her daughter could see the house. So I said, okay. I thought it was weird. Why do you care what my house looks like? But I let her do it, and then I opened the gate, she drove in, the daughter drove up, and the mother says, well, there it is, there's the house, you wanted to see it. And she's gotten out of the car, but now she starts yelling, I don't want to look, I don't want to look, I don't want to look. And, I really wish I would have asked, like, what the hell is going on?
Right?
Except that these women seemed, they seemed kind of high, and I just wanted them off my property.
Oh, gotcha.
And so, it wasn't until later that I even thought, wow, I really wish I would have asked them, like,
what's up?
do you know something? Because it seemed like she knew something and it happened here. But there is zero history of this town, this house. The only history I have is the previous owner. And there's four kind of ghastly news stories
Eesh.
about people killing people and...
Good Lord.
But, there's more than 4 things that have happened since 1808.
Right.
So, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard when you have it's hard when you have an unincorporated town to pretty much get any kind of history out of it. It's kind of like they don't want you to know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no, the brothels, the wood mills, that's a fact.
Jeez.
However, nothing else. Nothing else since, 1999. And I know that there's serial killers aren't on record as living in this town, but some of the serial killer relatives lived here. So, I don't know. It's just weird that...
Holy crap, where'd you move to? Oh my goodness! Don't say the name, but goodness, is it a place in America at this point? All I'm getting is serial killers and unincorporated.
Yeah, that's the thing too, like when you're, we did some research, and, I looked up stuff about the town. There's no information.
Right.
So, it never, nothing ever said, oh my God, this is
Murder capital.
This is a creepy place or anything. There was no...
There's no, sign saying serial killer lane. And...
No. No, don't have that.
Oh my goodness. Well, back to your book and the DVD for the experience. I've heard some rumors, I'm not sure if this is true or not, that the DVD might have a release on a website possibly.
Hang on, my TV just went on by itself.
Wait, what?
Okay. What's happening with the DVD I'm writing book 2, which is the sequel to the Reliving.
Right.
I wrote the Reliving to be an interactive paranormal experience. So the way that I documented everything is everything that I wrote and everything I documented, when I put it all together, I wanted the reader to experience this the way I experienced it. The way I experienced it at first, I was absolutely terrified.
Right.
And then I started to understand. And I understand a lot now. But, so the DVD is actually important. You read a chapter, and then you can go to the DVD and watch everything you just read. So, and this is very impactful with the EVPs,
right,
and the recordings. So the second book, the sequel, is called Their Meeting Place.
That's cool.
There is also going to be video evidence, but DVDs have become obsolete now, so
right.
It'll be some kind of streaming or something. But because so many people have not seen the DVD,
Right.
to get people to where they will understand book 2 better, if you buy the book, whether it's the regular book or you buy it on Kindle, it's available on Amazon, and then you can go to my website, and I'm going to be showing the DVD separated into chapters, just like it is, but the whole video will be separated into chapters like it is in the DVD.
Right.
But it won't cost anything.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody will be able to have that interactive paranormal experience. And I've been told by many readers that they read the book, and some even saw the DVD, but then decided to take the suggestion to do the 2 at the same time, and they said it was just different.
Yes.
They had a whole different experience from reading it, then stopping, then watching that chapter, and there was just I'm also told the beginning is a lot more scary.
Yeah.
When you do it that way.
Yeah, thanks for the warning on that one.
Anyway, so it'll be free. I will be announcing it when it's not available yet, but it will be shortly. So
Amazing.
I'll be releasing it, and it'll be available on my website before the sequel comes out.
I can't wait. I'm excited. This is amazing. Now everybody gets to fully experience all of this stuff. I have your stuff playing right now. You're hearing banging and sounds amplified, and you got bowls moving. I'm showing them a little bit of evidence now. Not spoiling everything though. Get the book, get the DVD on Amazon. First off, is there anything else you wanted to say?
I have been getting numerous messages and emails from people saying that during quarantine they're having some
Oh, yeah.
serious experiences in their home.
Yeah.
We are also.
Well, I would assume.
I think really most of that is based on the fact that, we're not usually home
Right.
this much. And they're definitely going to take this as an opportunity to get your attention.
Right.
And it's all okay. It doesn't have to be. The media portrays all this as this terrifying, evil thing. And all I can say is, imagine you passed away, and you're in a house, you're confused, you see somebody, you want to get their attention, you need help with something.
Right.
you touch their arm, you grab them, you do stuff to make it,
Yeah.
to get someone's attention, and they turn around and, like, either rebuke you in the name of Jesus or tell you you're evil.
Right?
Or they run.
Yeah.
And what I found is that when they want my attention, I give them my attention.
Yeah.
And I don't get grabbed or scratched or anything. Nothing like that happens. I mean, I have been grabbed, but that's when I would ignore it. It would escalate if I ignored it. Now, I don't know if that's going to be true for everybody, but for some people, maybe they ignore it and it just goes away. I don't really know. But I just feel bad that people are so frightened of this.
Right.
And, wanting to know if they need to have their house exercised and all this stuff that you see on TV. And I just want to make sure that people understand that what you see on television is for entertainment.
Right.
The reality of what a haunted house actually is far different than what you see on television. And
Yeah, it's been my experience too. It's amazing that you're pointing that out because it's true. People don't. They always think it's demonic or it's, some really bad thing, and it's actually not.
Now, I'm not saying they're not, bad people.
Right.
And I know that there's some people that have had
Of course.
negative experiences, but we have not. When you change the way you look at it, it's not negative at all. In the beginning, I thought it was negative also. But, once I changed the way I was thinking about this and became a little more empathetic,
Right.
it's just not what you think. And if anybody, wants to contact me, they can contact me from my website, thereliving.com,
Okay.
and I'll be happy to discuss, whatever with them. I can help. I'm also writing another book about this very topic and how to communicate and what's the right way to do it, because the things you see on TV, that's not how to do it.
Right, right.
Don't do that. Don't copy what you see on television, please. It's not it's not good.
It won't
They're
be
doing
good.
this for ratings.
Right.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, definitely don't do this at home kind of thing. Do your own recording, your own investigation, your own. You can get a little tape recorder, just put it down and just record, just talk to whoever. But don't do what they do, because goodness.
Yeah, there's some specific. The third book is called Their Rules, and it's because in order to get good, solid documentation, if you don't follow these certain set of guidelines, it's not going to happen.
Right.
And I think that's why we have even more activity now, and why maybe why there's so many children here. The only thing I can say is I just think they feel safe here. So.
Well, looking at the videos, your house looks amazing, by the way. Sorry, just a little side note. So if I was a kid, you guys seem sweet. You're wanting to talk to me. You have a great house, safe environment. Why wouldn't I come? Hell yeah. That's just my own personal opinion, but that's just what I think. But again, thank you so much for being on my show.
Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming on. Again, guys, the book, The Reliving, the DVD, The Reliving, an amazing experience. Get them together, get them separately, whatever, just get them. Anyways.
Both for sale on Amazon.
Amazon, and then also you can go to thereliving.com, check out her website. All the links will be in the description below. And as always, if you're having a bad day and no one's told you yet, I'll tell you. Love you guys. Have a great day. Thank you so much, June.